Artist was Gunna. You guys did a ton of songs together.
Yeah.
Very successful on your label.
Yeah.
He was arrested about the same time as you. I think a lot of people.
The saga surrounding Young Thug, Gunna, and the YSL RICO case has unfolded into one of the most intricate and controversial narratives in recent hip-hop history, pulling in a web of allegations, leaked jail calls, and public feuds that have left fans and industry insiders divided. At the heart of the controversy is the question of loyalty, snitching, and the blurred lines between personal relationships and legal survival in the high-stakes world of music and street culture. The drama, amplified by social media, jailhouse audio leaks, and public statements from figures like DJ Academics, Whack 100, and Tekashi 6 I multiplied by 9INE, has cast a shadow over Young Thug's legacy as a trailblazing artist and the leader of the YSL Young Stoner Life label. What began as a legal battle has spiraled into a public spectacle, with accusations of betrayal, manipulation, and snitching dominating the conversation. Young Thug, a pivotal figure in Atlanta's trap music scene, has long been celebrated for his innovative sound and influence on a new generation of rappers. His relationship with Gunna, one of his most successful signas to the YSL label, was once a cornerstone of his empire, with the two collaborating on numerous hits that solidified their place in the industry. However, their bond has been tested by the YSL RICO case, a sprawling legal battle that implicated multiple members of the YSL collective in gang-related activities. The case, which saw both Young Thug and Gunna arrested around the same time, has become a lightning rod for controversy, particularly over allegations of snitching and plea deals. In a recent interview with Bank, Young Thug attempted to address the swirling rumors about his relationship with Gunna and the broader implications of the RICO case. The interview, however, was marred by immediate accusations of dishonesty. Young Thug claimed that Gunna was the first to take a plea deal in the YSL RICO case, a statement that was quickly debunked by paperwork showing that DK, a co-founder of YSL, was actually the first to accept a deal. This discrepancy set the tone for the interview, casting doubt on Young Thug's credibility and fueling speculation about his state of mind. The timing of the interview was also notable, as it coincided with a series of leaked jail calls that painted Young Thug in an unflattering light, further complicating his narrative. One of the most explosive leaks involved Young Thug expressing frustration with Drake, accusing him of using his mother's passing as an excuse for not supporting him during his incarceration. In the audio, Young Thug vented about Drake's absence from Metro Boomin's album, suggesting that Drake could have used his influence to help secure his release. "You're Drake. Go talk to the president to get my brother out," he reportedly said, revealing a mix of desperation and resentment. This leak, combined with Young Thug's comments about other artists including Future, whom he called a bad father, intensified the scrutiny on his character and decisions. The interview took another dramatic turn when Young Thug addressed his relationship with Gunna, becoming visibly emotional. He described Gunna as his twin and lamented their falling out, attributing it to betrayal over a plea deal. "I lost my boy to betrayal," he said, referencing Gunna's decision to sign a plea agreement that Young Thug believed could have implicated him and others in the RICO case. The emotional weight of his words was palpable, but they were quickly overshadowed by another bombshell. Whack 100, a controversial figure in the industry, released a video of Young Thug admitting to cheating on his longtime girlfriend, Mariah the Scientist, just days before his arrest. The video, which captured Young Thug dismissing the incident as trivial, added a personal layer to the public unraveling of his image. As the leaks continued to surface, Young Thug attempted to reclaim control of the narrative with the release of a response track titled "Closing Arguments." In the song, he addressed the snitching allegations head-on, rapping, "Gunna a rat, yak a rat," in an apparent attempt to deflect blame onto Gunna and others. He insisted that he was not a snitch, claiming his actions were motivated by a desire to help his brother and that he had no regrets. However, these claims were met with skepticism, particularly from YSL Mondo, who accused Young Thug of being the catalyst for the RICO case in the first place. Mondo alleged that Young Thug was the first to cooperate with authorities, pointing to a 2015 incident where Young Thug was caught with firearms in Los Angeles, a case that mysteriously disappeared from public scrutiny. Mondo's accusations were echoed by Tekashi 6 I multiplied by 9INE, a figure whose own history of cooperating with authorities has made him a polarizing voice in the snitching debate. In a pointed critique, 6i multiplied by 9ine called out the hypocrisy in the industry, noting that fans and artists often move the goalposts when it comes to their favorite rappers. Every time new evidence comes out, y'all move the goalpost further, he said, questioning why artists like Lil Baby, 21 Savage, and Future had remained silent on the issue. His comments struck a chord, highlighting the selective outrage that often accompanies snitching allegations in hip-hop. The leaks didn't stop there. Another audio surfaced of Young Thug calling out Lil Durk, suggesting that he had shared information about Durk's team committing crimes. This revelation further strained Young Thug's relationships within the industry, with an associate of Durk's, known as Twin, blasting Young Thug for gossiping like a straight girl and questioning his credibility due to his past fashion choices, such as wearing makeup and dresses. Young Thug, in response, defended his loyalty, claiming he had personally funded legal support for Durk through attorney Brian Steele. However, this defense did little to quell the growing perception that Young Thug was burning bridges with his peers. The controversy took on a new dimension when Young Thug's sister weighed in, accusing his detractors of targeting him because he was unable to return to Atlanta. She argued that the snitching allegations were a coordinated effort to undermine him, driven by jealousy and opportunism. Everybody's clicked up because they know he can't come back to Atlanta, she said, framing the leaks as a strategic attack on her brother's reputation. Amid the chaos, speculation arose about who was responsible for leaking the jail calls. DJ Academics suggested that Gunna's team was behind the leaks, strategically releasing them to bolster Gunna's position and expose Young Thug's contradictions. Academics noted that Gunna's legal team likely had access to the recordings as part of the RICO case, giving them the means to distribute the audio without relying on Freedom of Information Act requests. This theory gained traction when another leaked call surfaced shortly after Academics' comments, in which Young Thug labeled QCP a rat and criticized Lil Baby for associating with him. The timing of the leak seemed to confirm Academics' suspicions, intensifying the feud between Young Thug and Gunna. Young Thug's frustration boiled over during an Instagram live session where he lashed out at Gunna, accusing him of faking his success and financial stability. He mocked Gunna's house being for sale, claiming it was evidence of financial mismanagement, and dismissed comparisons between their respective catalogs. "You ain't got more hits than me and Kendrick," he said, asserting his dominance while questioning Gunna's credibility. The outburst, however, only added fuel to the fire as more leaks surfaced, including a call where Young Thug discussed 21 Savage's reaction to Gunna's release from jail. In the call, Young Thug expressed disappointment that artists like Durk and 21 Savage had distanced themselves from Gunna, but he also acknowledged their right to feel betrayed. The public's reaction to the saga was polarized, with some fans rallying behind Young Thug and others condemning him as a hypocrite. A viral tweet summed up the sentiment of his critics. Young Thug came out of jail, burnt down bridges, released zero good music, and now got exposed for being a rat. Tough scenes. The tweet resonated with those who felt that Young Thug's actions had irreparably damaged his legacy. Charleston White, a provocateur known for his outspoken commentary, seized the opportunity to pile on, declaring his intent to destroy Young Thug. White claimed that he had predicted Young Thug's cooperation with authorities, citing his interrogation videos as evidence of his willingness to talk. "I prophesized this," White said, framing himself as a truth-teller in a world of fake hip-hop. White's attacks didn't stop there. He accused Young Thug of manipulating those around him, including YSL Woody, who later admitted to feeling blindsided by Young Thug's actions. Woody claimed that Young Thug had never paid for his legal representation, despite portraying himself as a protector of his crew. "I was manipulated," Woody said, taking accountability for defending Young Thug in the past. Similarly, Roscoe, another YSL affiliate, alleged that his career had been sabotaged by Young Thug's tactics, including spreading rumors to isolate him from other rappers. Roscoe's claims were particularly damning, as he accused Young Thug of orchestrating a campaign to label Gunna a snitch, a move that backfired when Young Thug's own interrogation videos surfaced.